I have just completed my first 7 days of gut cleansing. Wanna know why and how it was? Well, there is this video. Today is day one. For over quite some time, I always thought that how I felt always was connected to what I had going on in my head. And due to already quitting with sugar, I really noticed a difference there. But since the gut is so important for your emotions, your mood and your feelings, I want to clean it. I did some research on it and, well, as you can see, I basically bought everything that I need. I will still add protein to it because I am not the heaviest and I don't want to lose too much weight, but that's going to be mostly eggs and some mincemeat. So cleansing the gut basically means cleansing it, but also healing it. And what is really important to recognize from the research that I did is that you also need to give it time. It's not something like a crash diet that you want to do. I'm only gonna eat natural products. I mostly do that anyways, but I put this through a further extent with adding some herbs, ginger. Of course, ginger is really good for cleansing, but also curcuma and rosemary. And in a combination of those things, I'm gonna cleanse my gut for the upcoming 7 days. And not only do I want to cleanse it, but from a mindset perspective, I've disappointed myself quite some times in the last few years in terms of the goals that I have and what I want to achieve. And this is only going to be 7 days, but I'm going to do this for 60 days. So I just want to really show myself that I can do these things and also get some confidence back in myself. Hey, could you do me a favor and subscribe? Would really help me out a lot, and you may also like the like button. So what am I gonna eat during the week? Well, that's simple. I will always start off with fruit. This can either be cherries or some nectarines or some kiwis that I bought. I will always start off every day with some ginger tea, with some lemon, to really start that process going in the morning. Especially with like lemon. I've done this before with waking up like that, and it gives you such a boost in the morning by waking up. I must say, like last night I slept and I slept I think 11 hours or something, so that's quite long. Reading up to this, I know that it can be quite tiresome, especially the first few weeks. That you can have moments that your body is just like, hey, I'm healing myself, it costs energy, and then you get tired. And especially the gut, if it's healing, it's gonna make you tired, and that's something to get used to. So, not that I'm freaking myself out, because normally if I would sleep in very long, I always get a bit annoyed with myself because I'm having the feeling that I throw the day away. But for today, I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna make my soup, or not show you, but I'm gonna show you what I put into it. So I start off with an onion. I'm gonna sort of caramelize this first because I don't use any like of those blocks that you can make soup with, because there are E numbers in there. It's not really healthy, at least not in my sense. Then I'm gonna put in the garlic. Garlic is also especially healthy if you want to dream, which, as you saw in my video, I'm busy with lucid dreaming, so garlic is always important. I don't think I will ever go a day without garlic due to the fact that I want to dream. It's a very stimulant thing to do. Then I'm gonna put cauliflower in there, which is amazing. And then I'm gonna put aubergine, the dick emoji thing in here. And then I'm gonna add some herbs, which are curcuma, rosemary, some pepper, some salt, and then it should be fine. I already had some soup yesterday that I already prepared a few days ago, and I can say it's making me sweat and it's making me tired. Which is good. So, but yeah, it's maybe a bit heavy. So please be mindful that you don't want to over annoy your gut That's also something that I read. And that you keep it in balance, because if you're just annoying it, then you're not cleansing it, and then it's just going to be annoyed with you. So yeah, watch out with that. We are day 3, and I noticed that I'm tired. I slept last night, I think 13 or 14 hours. I woke up in between, and how I do it is also I don't eat from like 8 in the evening up until 12 the next day. But yeah, if I either take a tea, or if I just want to continue sleeping, then I can. Which is sort of nice, because I read up to it, and it said that especially the first few weeks that they can be a bit intense, and it definitely is. I already start to notice the difference in how I'm getting more balanced. I know it's just 3 days, but in terms of balance, I mean that my emotions don't go so much like this. So I see the benefit of it, which is nice. Yeah. So all in all, I'm tired. I would like to get a bit more energy, but yeah, it's the 3rd day now, so yeah. So it's day 5 now. I slept yesterday, I think 15 hours. I start to notice a difference in how many hours I need to sleep now, because after sleeping yesterday 15 hours, it took me quite a while to get even to sleep. It was like 2 a.m. Last night. I wanted to film every day, but yesterday I woke up, I made myself tea, I fell asleep again. Then it was 1 that in the afternoon that I woke up. Then I had my first soup. I went to sleep again. While I was awake, I was still pretty tired, so I didn't feel like anything yesterday. I went out for a walk and just did some stuff that I had to do, and then I went to sleep again. I needed those 15 hours. It was a bit much, but it was also special and nice. So yeah. Mentally, I can really notice every day I'm getting calmer, which is such a nice thing to notice. Once I read up about this, and that's also why I wanted to do it, is the fact that you sort of give power back to yourself by just eating natural products, by cleansing the gut. You're more in charge of how your emotions work and what's taking control over you. And all of that combined is pretty well. But for the first 7 days, I have 2 more days to go. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Last day of the first 7 days. Wow, amazing. Yesterday and the day before, first I slept 10 hours, and yesterday was the first night that I had 9 hours and that I felt pretty energetic in the morning. I really noticed the difference in terms of brain fog and the amount of energy that I have. Yeah, it really impressed me. If I may give a few tips, yeah, be prepared to be influenced by it, because it definitely will influence you. I dreamed a lot, which was nice. If you don't dream, you don't process emotions during the day. You could debate that, but that's always how I saw it. And yeah, only after 7 days, and I'm gonna do 60 days of this. I will make another video once I completed those 60 days. I'm filming in between here and there. Yeah, wow. Such an amazing experience. I'm not a doctor, I know that. But I know my ways and how my body works. That's also why I added protein. I know that there are also some things in where you just fully go on fruit juice, no protein at all. Because it, as I read up to it, like yes, protein, it's a bit oily, and oil makes the process a bit slower. But I have my reasonings for adding protein in there due to my weight. I'm quite light already, and I don't want to make myself lighter. I've experienced in the last few years that if I do get lighter, I feel uncomfortable with myself. And yeah, it needs to be enjoyable, of course. So keep that in mind. I definitely noticed that I already lost some weight in terms of my belly. Everything just gets tighter. What is interesting, due to the fact that I still do some exercises in terms of sport, what I read up on as well is that if you cleanse your gut, your body has an easier time to extract the nutrients that you need. Which is really interesting. I noticed it as well. Like on one hand, like yes, I feel that I lose weight. On the other hand, in terms of how my body starts to look, I feel that I have the feeling that I get a bit more buffed, so to say, which is really interesting. I'm gonna take that part along in my 60-day video. But overall, yeah, intense, lovely, amazing. I start to feel the difference in my emotions and my mood. The fact that I feel so good is also making it easier to just continue with it. Yeah, overall just an amazing experience. That's all I can say. Yeah, hope you got some insight of how my 7 first days were of cleansing my gut. Just one more tip. If you're gonna do this, please make sure that you're not only focusing on cleansing, also focus on yourself, keep it in balance, don't overdo it for your gut, and also try to look for herbs and fruits that nourish your gut, because otherwise you're only overdoing it, and your gut is a sensitive organ. So if you're just annoying it, you're not gonna feel better yourself as well. So there needs to be a balance in that. For me, yes, I start off with a ginger tea. Before I go to bed, I just make a light herb tea. That really makes me feel, my gut feel comfortable after eating the soups and yeah, cleansing it. So keep that in mind. And then there is nothing else to say than big hug, much love, and then I see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.